Now, most people think it's just about not eating and drinking from sunrise to sunset. But if you believe that, you're missing the bigger picture. This isn't just about skipping meals, this is about discipline over desire. This is about control over craving. It's about proving to yourself that you run your life, not your urges. 1.9 billion people across the world fast during Ramadan. Not because they have to, not because someone is forcing them, but because they choose to. Ramadan is often reduced to the idea of simply abstaining from food and drink, but that is a shallow understanding of what it truly represents. It is a complete transformation physically, mentally, and spiritually. The fast is only the surface. Beneath it lies a deep personal journey that billions of people embark on every year. It is not about starvation, it is about purification. It is about stepping away from distraction, silencing the noise of the world, and reconnecting with something greater than yourself. When the sun rises and a person begins their fast, they are not just giving up meals, they are making a conscious decision to elevate themselves. Every moment of hunger is a reminder that there is more to life than instant gratification. Every thirst-filled hour is a lesson in patience. Every sunset is a reward not just for the body, but for the soul. This process teaches a person to reflect, to think deeply about their actions, their words, and their thoughts. It forces an awareness that often gets buried under the chaos of daily life. Ramadan is a training ground for the mind. It sharpens discipline, forcing individuals to master their impulses. Think about how much of life is dictated by habit, reaching for a snack, taking a sip of coffee, scrolling through a phone without thinking. But during this time, those habits are broken, and a new kind of self-awareness takes their place. Suddenly, every action is intentional. Every moment is an opportunity for growth. This is not just about refraining from food and drink. It extends to the way one speaks, the way one treats others, the way one thinks. Anger is controlled. Gossip is avoided. Negative energy is blocked out. Because Ramadan isn't just about cleansing the body, it's about cleansing the heart. There's also a profound sense of connection that comes with this journey. Fasting is not an individual struggle. It is something shared with an entire global community. When 1.9 billion people wake up before dawn to eat their pre-fast meal, they are part of something bigger than themselves. When they refrain from eating and drinking during the day, they know that millions of others are walking the same path, facing the same challenges, growing in the same way. And when they gather with family, friends, and even strangers to break their fast in the evening, it is a reminder that this journey is not one of isolation, but of unity. Ramadan is an equalizer. The rich, the poor, the powerful, the weak, everyone fasts the same way. Hunger does not discriminate, and neither does the lesson behind it. It reminds people of their shared humanity, their shared struggles, and their shared purpose. It strips away excess and reminds them of what truly matters. At its core, Ramadan is about transformation. It is a time to reset, to refocus, to step back and ask, who am I and who do I want to become? The answer to that question is not found in food, in material possessions, or in the distractions of the world. It is found in discipline, in sacrifice, and in the journey of the soul. Fasting during Ramadan is not just about avoiding food and drink. It is about mastering the art of self-control. It is a month-long exercise in discipline, a time when individuals take charge of their desires rather than letting their desires control them. In a world where people often act on impulse, grabbing a snack when they feel a slight hunger, checking their phones out of habit, reacting emotionally without thinking, fasting forces a pause. It demands restraint, patience, and an inner strength that goes beyond the physical. When the body craves food or water, the mind steps in and says, not yet. That simple act of waiting, of choosing discipline over instant gratification, builds something powerful within a person. It is the same principle that applies to success in any area of life. Whether it is in education, career, fitness, or personal growth, those who master discipline achieve far more than those who chase momentary pleasures. Ramadan serves as a boot camp for this principle, pushing people to develop the habit of saying no to their impulses and yes to their higher goals. But fasting is not just about controlling hunger and thirst. It extends to emotion, speech, and behavior. A person who is fasting is encouraged to hold their tongue, to avoid gossip, arguments, and negativity. Anger must be tamed and patience must be practiced. This is where the true challenge lies, not just in avoiding food, but in avoiding harmful habits that often go unnoticed. It is easy to stay away from a plate of food when the rules are clear, but staying away from negative thinking, harsh words, or bad habits requires deeper awareness and effort. This heightened sense of discipline does not disappear when the fast is broken at sunset. The lessons learned throughout the day continue into the night, into prayers, into acts of kindness, and into moments of self-reflection. The entire rhythm of life shifts during Ramadan, moving away from indulgence and toward mindfulness. Meals are no longer about eating mindlessly. They become moments of gratitude. Conversations are no longer about wasting time. They become meaningful. Every action becomes intentional, and with that intention comes transformation. Discipline over desire also brings a sense of empowerment. When a person realizes they can control their urges, they begin to see how much power they actually have over their own lives. They start to understand that they are not at the mercy of cravings, emotions, or external influences. This self-mastery extends beyond Ramadan, influencing how they handle challenges in their daily lives. They become more patient in the face of hardship, more focused on their goals, and more in tune with their inner strength. Ultimately, fasting is not about deprivation, it is about elevation. It is about rising above the things that usually control a person, and proving that discipline is stronger than desire. The ability to resist, to wait, to endure, these are the qualities that shape greatness. Ramadan is a reminder that real strength does not come from indulging in everything the world offers, but from having the willpower to say, I am in control. Fasting during Ramadan is not just a personal test of discipline, it is a powerful lesson in empathy. When a person voluntarily abstains from food and water, they begin to experience a fraction of what millions around the world endure daily. Hunger and thirst are no longer abstract concepts. They become real, tangible feelings that serve as reminders of the struggles faced by those who have no choice in the matter. This experience shifts perspectives, making people more aware of the suffering that exists beyond their own lives. In a world where excess is common, where food is often wasted, and where comfort is taken for granted, fasting forces a confrontation with a reality that is easy to ignore. It strips away the privilege of abundance, even if only for a few hours each day, and places individuals in the shoes of those who live with hunger as a constant companion. When someone who is fasting feels their stomach growl in the afternoon, they are reminded that for many people, there is no guaranteed meal at sunset. When their throat becomes dry, they think of those who walk miles for a sip of clean water. This connection between experience and awareness fosters a deep sense of compassion. Empathy is not just about understanding someone else's pain, it is about feeling it in some way. And that feeling, however temporary during Ramadan, creates a lasting impact. It softens hearts, making people more generous, more giving, and more willing to help others. This is why charity and feeding the poor are such integral parts of Ramadan. When a person experiences hunger, they are more likely to open their hands to those in need. They become more aware of their responsibility to share their blessings, to be a source of relief for others. But empathy during Ramadan extends beyond just physical hunger. It also includes an awareness of emotional struggles. Fasting teaches patience, and in doing so, it encourages people to be more understanding of others. When someone is fasting and feels irritation rising, they learn to control it, to be more mindful of their words and actions. This practice of restraint naturally translates into dealing with others with more kindness. Instead of reacting with frustration, a person learns to respond with grace. Instead of judging, they learn to listen. This heightened awareness of others' struggles extends beyond the month of Ramadan. The lessons learned through fasting continue to shape behavior long after the final fast is broken. A person who has felt hunger is less likely to ignore someone in need. A person who has learned patience is more likely to treat others with understanding. A person who has gained self-control is better equipped to navigate life's challenges with wisdom. Ramadan is a reminder that true spirituality is not just about personal growth, it is about being a source of goodness for others. The fast is not meant to be a personal struggle alone. It is meant to open hearts, to create a connection between those who have and those who do not, and to inspire action. Because when a person truly feels the pain of another, they can no longer turn away. Fasting during Ramadan is often viewed as purely a spiritual practice, but science tells us it has profound health benefits as well. Beyond the spiritual rewards, Fasting acts as a natural detox for the body, a reset for the mind, and a boost for overall well-being. It is not just about deprivation, it is about renewal, allowing the body to heal and function at its optimal level. One of the most immediate benefits of fasting is detoxification. Throughout the year, the body is constantly processing food, breaking down nutrients, and eliminating waste. But when a person fasts, the digestive system is given a break. Without a constant influx of food, the body turns inward, focusing on removing toxins that have built up over time. The liver, kidneys, and other detoxifying organs get a chance to cleanse the system more efficiently. The process of autophagy, where the body breaks down old and damaged cells to create new ones, is activated during fasting. This means the body essentially starts to repair itself, reducing inflammation, improving immune function, and even slowing down the aging process. Another significant benefit of fasting is its impact on mental clarity. When the body is not constantly digesting food, energy is redirected toward cognitive function. Many people who fast report feeling more focused, alert, and mentally sharp. Studies have shown that fasting can increase the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BNF, a protein that supports brain health, enhances memory, and reduces the risk of neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Instead of feeling sluggish, many find themselves more energized, experiencing a mental clarity that helps them think more deeply and reflect more meaningfully. Fasting also has a profound effect on metabolism and weight regulation. When a person fasts, insulin levels drop, allowing the body to access stored fat for energy. This process helps with weight loss, reduces the risk of type 2 diabetes, and improves insulin sensitivity. Unlike crash diets that deplete the body of essential nutrients, fasting allows for controlled weight loss without muscle loss, making it a sustainable and healthy practice. The metabolic benefits extend beyond Ramadan as the body adapts to more efficient energy use, reducing cravings and promoting healthier eating habits. One of the lesser known but powerful benefits of fasting is its impact on heart health. Studies have shown that fasting can lower cholesterol, reduce blood pressure, and decrease inflammation in the cardiovascular system. By giving the digestive system a break and allowing the body to focus on repair, fasting strengthens the heart and reduces the risk of heart disease. It also encourages mindful eating habits after breaking the fast, as people become more aware of what they consume, often choosing healthier and more nutritious foods. Fasting during Ramadan is not just an ancient practice rooted in faith, it is a scientifically proven way to enhance overall health. It is a reset for the body and mind, improving digestion, boosting brain function, and strengthening the immune system. The discipline of fasting is not just about sacrifice, it is about renewal. It is a reminder that sometimes the best thing a person can do for their body is to give it a break, allowing it to heal, regenerate, and operate at its highest potential. Ramadan is not just about giving up food and water, it is an opportunity to break bad habits and build a stronger, more disciplined self. Throughout the year, people fall into routines, some good, some bad, but rarely do they take the time to step back and assess which habits are helping them grow and which are holding them back. Ramadan provides that moment of reflection. It forces a person to take control of their actions, their thoughts, and their impulses, making it the perfect time to reset and break free from harmful patterns. One of the most significant ways Ramadan helps in breaking bad habits is through self-awareness. When a person is fasting, they become more conscious of their actions. They start noticing their cravings, their emotional triggers, and the habits they engage in without thinking. For instance, someone who smokes may realize how often they reach for a cigarette out of habit rather than need. Someone who is used to mindless snacking may begin to understand their relationship with food. Someone who spends too much time on their phone may start recognizing how much time they waste on distractions. By removing these daily indulgences, Ramadan exposes the habits that may have been ignored or overlooked. Fasting also teaches the power of delayed gratification. In a world that constantly promotes instant pleasure, whether through food, entertainment, or material possessions, Ramadan is a reminder that real strength comes from self-control. When a person can resist eating or drinking for long hours, they prove to themselves that they are capable of resisting other temptations as well. This mindset extends beyond Ramadan, making it easier to break addictions, unhealthy eating patterns, and negative behaviors. The ability to say not yet to food strengthens the ability to say no to things that are harmful, whether it be toxic relationships, procrastination, or bad habits that drain energy and focus. Another way Ramadan helps in breaking bad habits is by encouraging mindful living. Many harmful habits exist because people live on autopilot, going through the motions without thinking. But Ramadan disrupts that routine. It forces a person to be present, to be intentional, and to reflect on their choices. This mindfulness helps in making better decisions, whether it's choosing healthier foods, spending more time in meaningful activities, or prioritizing personal growth over temporary pleasure. In addition, Ramadan fosters an environment of positive reinforcement. It is easier to break a bad habit when surrounded by others who are also striving for self-improvement. Families and communities come together in acts of worship, charity, and kindness, reinforcing good habits and making it easier to replace negative ones. When a person is constantly reminded of their higher purpose, they are less likely to fall back into destructive patterns. Ultimately, Ramadan is a chance to reset, to step back from the distractions of daily life and refocus on what truly matters. It is a powerful period of transformation, proving that no habit is too deeply ingrained to change. It teaches that with discipline, mindfulness, and the right mindset, anyone can break free from the habits that hold them back and build a better version of themselves. Ramadan is more than an individual experience, it is a global movement. Across continents, cultures, and languages, 1.9 billion people unite in a shared act of devotion, proving that faith has the power to connect people in a way that transcends borders. It is one of the most remarkable examples of human unity, where millions wake up before dawn for the pre-fast meal, endure the day without food or drink, and break their fast at sunset with a collective sense of gratitude. This synchronized act of worship, repeated for an entire month, fosters a deep sense of belonging and strengthens the bonds of community. Unlike other religious or cultural practices that vary widely depending on location, Ramadan follows the same fundamental principles everywhere. Whether in a bustling city in Indonesia, a remote village in Africa, or a crowded marketplace in the Middle East, the fast is observed in the same way. The simplicity of the act, abstaining from food, drink, and negative behaviors, creates a universal experience that links millions of people together. It does not matter if someone is rich or poor, young or old, famous or unknown. Everyone fasts the same way, making Ramadan a great equalizer. The sense of community during Ramadan is unlike anything else. The streets come alive at sunsets, families, friends, and even strangers gather to break their fast together. Mosques overflow with worshipers standing shoulder to shoulder in prayer. Acts of charity increase with people going out of their way to feed the less fortunate, knowing that the blessings of Ramadan extend beyond personal sacrifice. In many cities, community iftars, fast-breaking meals are held where thousands come together, sharing food in moments of reflection. This collective generosity strengthens the idea that Ramadan is not just about self-discipline, but also about compassion and social responsibility. Technology has only amplified this sense of global unity. Muslims around the world share their Ramadan experiences through social media, connecting with others who are fasting in different time zones. Live streams of prayers from Mecca allow millions to feel as though they are praying together, even if they are thousands of miles apart. The experience of fasting is no longer confined to one's immediate surroundings. It is part of a worldwide movement where people encourage, support, and uplift each other. But beyond the gatherings, the prayers, and the shared meals, Ramadan is a testament to the strength of faith. It is proof that people are willing to put aside their daily comforts for something greater than themselves. It is a declaration that faith is not just something spoken about, it is something lived. When 1.9 billion people fast together, they are making a statement that discipline, devotion, and sacrifice are more powerful than convenience and indulgence. The global observance of Ramadan is a reminder that despite differences in culture, language, and lifestyle, faith has the ability to unite. It is a time when the world slows down, when people reflect, and when hearts come together in pursuit of something deeper. It is not just an individual act, it is a collective movement, proving that true strength comes not just from personal discipline, but from the shared belief that faith has the power to transform lives.